welcome to Resiliency and Uncertainty. Today we're going to talk about how to recognize and reflect. My name is Tanya, and I'm a counselor with Life and Work Connections, and I'm also an author. I've been working in the field of mental health for about 20 years, and I focus most of that time on supporting clients heal from co-occurring disorders and trauma, and really helping them find their resiliency. So this focus is really where my passion is, and that's why I'm talking with you about it this morning. My hope is also that after spending these 15 minutes together, that you can tap into your resilience, and this time can help reinforce the belief that you can continue to build your resiliency, especially now through these really uncertain times. I also want to remind you that we have 15 for you sessions every weekday at 10 o'clock, and some of the afternoon sessions as well at 2 p.m. And all these sessions are recorded on our YouTube channel, on our website. So please view and share these with your loved ones or anyone in your support system who could benefit. All right, so today we're going to talk about how to recognize and reflect. And we're also going to engage in a reflection practice at the end of this session. So we're going to focus on how to identify progress, how to recognize how we've grown and how the people around us have grown and developed their resilience. I've mentioned this before, but I'll say it again. Often in working with people, professionally and personally, but especially clients that I've worked with, what I've noticed is people are really quick to point out their deficiencies and their criticisms. And while it's really important to focus on the areas where we can improve, it's also so important to recognize the things that we're doing well, so we can continue to really grow those things and build them up. So simple reminders can make such a difference in our relationships, including the one with ourselves. And validation is really important as a skill to practice, to support ourselves and also to support each other. So one of the ways of really recognizing and appreciating each other and aspects of ourselves is through the expression of gratitude. Often people also focus on gratitude externally and outside, so it's so important to turn that around and to recognize what we can be grateful for within ourselves. So, and of course, expressing gratitude on a regular basis to people around us and for our experiences. That there's evidence that 3 gratitudes a day, just 3, makes a tremendous difference in our overall functioning. It really helps us. So, and there's so many small ways to focus on gratitude. Even right now, you could feel grateful for being open and willing to attend this session. And to view and participate in this is part of growing your resilience. So gratitude can take place really any moment. So even in this moment, we can lean into those feelings of gratitude. So expressing gratitude is also a way to share and grow compassion. And we really need compassion right now to get through this time together. When we focus on compassion, it really reduces our stress levels. So, it feels good and it's effective. So we can really experience calm and feel connections with each other. So speaking of calm, I'd like to take 3 breaths together. If you've joined before, you've done this before. My hope is that we can practice breathing throughout the day. I'll tell you, doing these 15 for you sessions has really helped anchor me in a regular breathing practice. So I'm going to breathe with you, but I'm breathing on my own quite a bit. And I hope this flows for you through the rest of your day and your week. But let's breathe. Let's take 3 breaths. And what I'm going to ask you to do is to focus on recognizing and reflecting on your own resilience, wherever that goes, whatever that feels like. And let's take 3 breaths together. I'm going to put my hand on my heart. You can do whatever feels comfortable for you, but let's start. All right, thank you for being up for that. And let's keep breathing on our own and together. It really helps us. So when you're ready, you can bring your focus back to the screen, and we're really going to lean into what it means to reflect. So through reflection, so really seeing ourselves, seeing each other honestly and openly, we can take inventory and we can learn our patterns and learn about what is impactful for our healing and our wellness. And like John Dewey said, we do not learn from experience, we learn from reflecting on our experiences. So like this image on the left, it's also helpful to slow down and breathe like we just did together to create some calm space, just like the water is still. So slowing down helps us see and find clarity. I've heard from quite a few people during this time working remotely and sheltering in place that this has actually offered an opportunity to reflect and develop more learning and deeper self-awareness. Self-reflection also helps grow our wisdom. And I'll tell you, I've been doing therapy for a long time with different clients in different settings. And while the session is so valuable and what happens in that space, what I really pay attention to is what people walk with when they leave the session, what happens outside. And my hope is always that whatever is useful transcends into regular living and into a practice. So that's similar with self-reflection. It's not just about a counseling session, but it's about constantly reflecting and learning and growing in an ongoing way. And really being curious about ourselves and how we can learn and grow. So by utilizing the gifts of reflection, we can choose a course that helps us, and we can learn to be more authentic and open. Research also indicates that devoting time to self-reflection, just simply engaging in this practice of curiosity and openness, in itself, it reduces stress. So what we're doing today, I'm hoping will help you in that regard. Another part of reflection is also listening and understanding instead of responding. There's a listening skill called mirroring. This is part of an imago therapy technique that you might be familiar with. So part of the practice of the skill is to listen and repeat back what the other person has said. For example, I heard you say whatever the person said. So either paraphrasing or saying the words verbatim back. And it's a really effective way to really hear. It's pretty remarkable how often we don't reflect or hear each other in communication. And when I facilitated couples sessions or family sessions, this is the most important skill and focus, is slowing down and listening. And it really helps people find connection and understanding and really get each other. Even if there is an agreement, there's a level of understanding. So the skill of reflecting or mirroring also really helps understanding in personal relationships, intimacy, but also in work environments. And some really effective employees or leaders practice this technique for healthy communication during meetings. So being able to really listen succinctly to their colleagues' thoughts and opinions and reflecting back as a way to really show that they're valuable and they matter. Reflection can also be achieved through writing. Many often write their thoughts and feelings down to delineate and decipher them. I'll tell you, for me, writing is such a helpful coping practice. And also for many clients I've worked with, writing has become just like a precious and really valuable tool and skill. So it can help us observe and externalize problems and challenges to reduce them. So if you don't have a pen and a paper around, it might be a good time to pick up some of these supplies to really help build your resiliency repertoire. So now what we're going to do is do a visualization about resilience. Please get comfortable. If you'd like, you can recline in your chair or close your eyes. And let's take a few deep breaths together. So as you're breathing, I'd like you to recognize another person's resilience in your life. Maybe it's your son or daughter finishing their school. Maybe they had to attend a virtual graduation or have had to have an altered celebration of some sort, like a birthday party or other milestones. They've been patient and they've adapted. Maybe it's a family member or a parent or a partner or someone in your life that you can recognize now and appreciate who they are and how they've been through these challenges and transitions that we've all been going through. And as you focus on them, continue to breathe. And as you breathe, hold them with compassion and appreciation. Now I'd like you to focus on you. As you are breathing, hold a space of compassion for you. Begin to recognize and reflect on all the resilience you have shown through the challenges throughout your life, and breathe. Now focus on the last few months and the resilience you have shown, maybe through small habits, behaviors, like slowing down to breathe, or new ways to move and exercise. Anything that feels significant for you, and breathe. As you breathe, stay with this focus of your own resilience. And consider how you will continue to build your resilience and how much these skills you are developing right now in this moment will support you moving forward with the challenges ahead. As you take a few more breaths, remember there is a well of resilience you can always access that's inside of you. And when you're ready, you can bring your focus back to the screen. I want to say thank you for sharing this 15 minutes of your time with me to focus on your resilience. I'm really interested in hearing from you if you have requests for upcoming workshops or presentations, or if there are any other skills that you're interested in that you'd like to build on to support you right now. I'd really like to hear about them, so please reach out to us. So thanks again for showing up, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.